with All Around Ktown, and today I'm going to meet up with my sister to go get her eyebrows done. I actually have my eyebrows microbladed, as you guys can see. But there's this new technique in Asia that is becoming very popular, and it's called the Ombre Powder Brows. I've actually never heard of it before, and I'm actually curious to see what's the difference between microblading and Ombre Powder Brows. So my sister is gonna be the model today, and I'm going to go see what's cool about it. So let's go. First question you are probably going to ask is, what is the difference between microblading and ombre powder brows? I'm going to tell you in professional terms and my side from how I see it. Microblading is semi-permanent eyebrow tattoo which will last you about 1 to 3 years depending on skin type like normal, dry, oily, and age. The process is very precise thanks to the tool that is used, which is effectively like a pen with the nib being a sloped blade with 10 to 12 little needles at the end. And that needles don't penetrate the skin but just delicately scratch the surface, kind of like a paper cut. Then these needles will create featherweight strokes with the medical grade pigment on the epidermis layer of the skin, creating a fine, realistic, and natural hair strokes. Since microblading pigments are not implanted into the skin as deep as traditional tattoos, the area will naturally fade over time. On the other hand, ombre powder brows is a newer, more advanced technique that's becoming extremely popular. This method began in Asia, of course, to create a more natural look for your brows. Ombre powder brows differs from traditional tattooing in that it is surface work, meaning the application is done on the epidermis layer of the skin, so unlike microblading, it isn't making a scratch on your skin. The technique is described by its name, with results being powdery with a faded front and a crisp tail, resembling the look of makeup, like the whole Kardashian makeup shebang that blew up with the eyebrows. So ombre powder brows are less invasive to your skin, there's less pain and bleeding, and it lasts longer, and it's actually great for all skin types and still look natural. So here are the steps to ombre powder brows, and it's almost similar to microblading. First, your esthetician will shape the brow area, clean up the area, and prepare it for the treatment. For us, Chloe did a great job guiding Rachel step by step. After Rachel was satisfied with her eyebrow shape, Chloe marked in the eyebrows with a blue pen to remember, so it's easier for her to kind of outline the eyebrows. Then we numb. This takes about 20 to 25 minutes using a numbing ointment. While we wait, Chloe discussed with Rachel about color swatches and the best shade for her desired look. After she took off the numbing cream, then she started filling in the brows from the outer tail. Then, after Rachel's eyebrows were shaded, Chloe began to fill in the gradients. The whole process was about 1.5 hours. It wasn't that long, it was super simple and easy. Now here comes the part for the price. Ombre powder brows are $400, and that's almost the same as microblading. But I would highly go along with ombre powder brows just because it gives a lot more natural look. And girls like that natural look. Okay, it's been 24 hours since I've gotten my brows done. You can actually see the gradient, the ombre, and it's supposed to fade out more as the day progresses, so we'll see what happens. This brow is starting to actually fade out and do the ombre thing it's supposed to do, so it's pretty exciting. It's gonna fade out more within the next 7 days. I'm noticing more change in my brows. As you can see, it is kind of, it's missing some pieces. It's like all chipped off and whatnot. So what's going on is that the scabs are falling off naturally, and that's important. We don't want to itch it or use our fingers to pick the scabs off. We just want it to fall off naturally. So that's what's happening. All right, it is day 7, and this is the final look of my brows. Everything has finally settled in. The scabs aren't there anymore. That last final one that was just kind of hanging out,
that one's gone. I think it came off when I washed my face. This, I just took off my eyebrow makeup and it looks like this, which is amazing because it's so much like fuller than what I started off with my natural brows. And so I love it. It was even so easy to fill in my brows this morning because I had a template. Because I have a template to work with, and when I tweeze my brows too, I know which strand to actually pull out, because as long as it's within here in this, you know, this part, I don't take it out, I don't pull it out. So I love it. It's so great. I totally recommend it. It's been 3 weeks since I've gotten my eyebrows done, and I'm gonna be getting a touch-up today. It's been 3 days since I've gotten my eyebrows retouched. I've noticed that it's thinned out this way, and it's starting to do the fading thing now. It's not tender anymore, and I'm just gonna wait out to see what it looks like. Day 5, a lot of the scabs have fallen off. There's a couple of patches that are like left hanging there. After I wash my face tonight, those will kind of fall off naturally that way. I'm not peeling them off or like picking it out. As I wash my face, I'm noticing like the black stuff are coming out, and that's just, yeah, that's what happens. So it's definitely like the shade underneath these scabs, it's a lot darker than last time. So I'm really liking it so far. Day 7, and this is the final look of my brows. There are no more scabs, and it's healed well. Not itchy anymore, and I've definitely noticed that my brows are darker than it was after the first session. So I'm actually happy about that because I like it this dark, because after the first session it was still a little bit light and I had to fill it in with my brow pencil, but now I literally don't do anything. There's no makeup on this. This is literally, yeah, how it is. So I'm very happy. Totally would recommend this still, and I would recommend the retouch as well because naturally it's going to fade, so might as have it this dark anyway, because I could expect it to become lighter as time goes on until I need to get a retouch in however many years or whatnot. So yeah, I recommend this.
Alright, so I hope you guys saw the difference between microblading and ombre powder brows, and I honestly think ombre powder brows is gonna be the new trend at the moment. So if you guys are more curious, make sure you guys follow Chloe's Inkbox and subscribe to Koogle TV and follow CathytheKimchi on Instagram, and see you guys next week. Bye!